You guys and gals want to see a stellar scam exposed? Yep, let's get into it because they think they're crafty, but we're actually craftier. Why? Because we've got a better community pointing this stuff out. Shout out to Rob who emailed me on this, and I was like, wait a minute, I did a story about this. Let's expose the scam, everyone. Now this is going to get super confusing, but don't worry because as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. Rob hit me up on Gmail and was like, yo, Klaus, look at this transfer of XLM. There's some kind of shadiness, scamminess going on. Now, it's not the transfer itself. It's what people are doing with the transfer or coinciding with the transfer. That's the gross scam that I need to expose to all of you out there so we can spread the message and keep the stellar chain safe. And do me a favor and come back to this video in a few days and check out the comments below. The people that are defending this scam are further people in profiles on YouTube that we can connect with this whole scam ring. So I will leave those names out there publicly so you can see who rips on me, so you know who's part of the YouTube community that's perpetuating the scam. Billions of tokens of XLM transferred while Stellar rocks it at Davos WEF. Whale Tracker came out and was like, yo, 1.296 billion XLM was transferred. Here's the wallets from and to. This says Bittrex Exchange. I'm gonna say I don't necessarily agree with the whole Bittrex Exchange action. I think it was Upbit, and the reason I said it is because I did a story on it 2 weeks ago, and here is that wallet right here. It was an Upbit cold wallet. GCWE, and let's go back to that tag. Yep, that's what we got right here, GCWE. Okay, so I'm thinking first it's Upbit. Now, there was a problem with the Upbit wallet, all right? I did this story on that, like I said, 10 days ago, where operations were suspended on the exchange because of some wallet maintenance. That's why you hit the subscribe button, because then it makes stories like what we're talking about today make way more sense, and there's a reason I break the news. All right, so they had some problems with the wallet. Now, all of a sudden, that money, right, the XLM gets transferred to this unknown wallet right here, GAGL. Ironically, yes, it's the same amount as the Upbit one. So obviously there were some issues with that wallet. They changed it to a new one. That's not the scam, everyone. You guys want to know what the scam is? The scam is the transaction history with that account. So you know that new account that got the money, the GAGL? Now all of a sudden you have some QSI gross scammers out there piggybacking on it, because what happened? All right, so here's the transfer right here of the 1.296 billion. As soon as that started happening, guess what? The scammers out there started putting some QSI notes in here. Some, let's bring some Gasara, it's time to share the love. What they're trying to do is they're trying to make it look like this movement of Lumens was actually done by like the QSI people about, yes, this is Gasara, and all that crap out there. So what they're doing is they're piggybacking on the transfer, because here's the transfer tag right here, and they're putting memos down so that people read it saying, it's time to share the love, peace, and love with everyone. But look at what they're transferring, 3.5 lumens, 3.5 lumens. And so the reason they're doing these transfers and putting the memo in is to get you to think that that massive movement of money has to do with this whole Gasara ploy that QSI, Whiplash, and Emily and all of them have been perpetuating for like the last couple years. So no, this has nothing to do with Gasara. This is wallet maintenance action that we're catching on the blockchain, because the blockchain doesn't lie, but these scammers do. And look at the messages that they've attached, and this is all from the same account, everyone. So this same account has sent 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, and all their messages to the memos are, let's bring Gasara, it's time, share the love, blah, blah, blah. What they're trying to make you think is that this whole idea with QSI, Whiplash, Emily, and all the bad actors out there, that things are finally happening, that's why you get into it right now, because, oh my gosh, it's happening, it's time, let's bring Gasara action. Come on, everyone. For real, no. What this was this was a wallet that was under maintenance, of which I broke the story 10 days ago. Then what happened was they made that movement happen. The scammers then saw this as an opportunity to go, well, wait a minute. Let's tag onto this and start putting in the memo all the stuff that perpetuates our scam. So they're using the notoriety, right, of a cold wallet issue, right, and moving it to a new account as a way to show, no, look, we're moving billions of XLMC, it's happening right now. False, 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 and we got the proof to show that it happens. Now, the best part is then you could click on this one, this wallet right here, this GCFO wallet right here, and yes, this is definitely going to be a scam wallet, yes, so now we have yet another scam wallet that we can pay attention to out there for people perpetuating messages. And look all the junk that they have in there, and almost all that junk is reported for illicit or fraudulent activities, everyone. And so the reason why I bring up all these scams is not to show the bad side of Stellar, but to keep people protected out there that maybe aren't following this blockchain stuff as closely as Rob and I are. Now, that being said, we also have language barriers, educational barriers, cultural barriers as well, and scammers out there preying on people's weaknesses and exploiting these weaknesses and vulnerabilities and using events like this to steal lumens from you. So how do you expose the scammers? You have a great network like what I have here. You also then have to show proof with everything listed in the description below. And here is all their junk transactions, everyone. Pretty easy to go through, isn't it? Now, if all that was a little confusing, I'll break it down to super easy and simple. There was a cold wallet that was having some issues maintenance-wise, right? That was made public by me 10 days ago. That's why I said the links are in the description below. That wallet then, now that same amount of money was moved to another wallet. So obviously there was something here that they couldn't fix, so they moved it to this one. That's not the issue. But when they moved that money, that 1.3 billion lumens, that's when the hackers jumped on board and started sending memos with it saying, look, we're moving the money too. Look, here's the notes. It's time for Gassar and all that stuff. So they used the movement of money, the movement of a massive amount of lumens, which was okay because we talked about this story 10 days ago that there was some wallet maintenance going on to a new wallet. Now we've got all these wallets tracked. But they post all these messages, right, in the memos of all these transactions saying it's time. Kind of like it's code word to lure people in. Do not fall for this crap. That movement of that 1.3 billion lumens you've seen, like I said, we talked about it 10 days ago in the video, totally normal, because obviously what they couldn't do with that wallet, they could then do with this one. The new wallet that they moved it to has only that one transaction in it other than being open, and it's been cold ever since. So again, another cold wallet that things are getting moved to. Makes obvious sense, but the scammers out there, they are preying on you and they're trying to do their best to do it. I wanted to give a big thanks to Rob who emailed me this a few days ago. I've been looking into it, kind of quietly waiting to see what would happen, but the story was fresh in my mind because I broke it earlier about the original wallet having maintenance issues, and once I saw that the amount was moved and the memos that were tied into it, I put two and two together for you to show you that the scammers out there are not stopping. But if the Stellar network works together and informs each other like videos like this, well, we'll be able to keep the chain safe. Thank you very much for watching and the various levels of support for this channel. Channel members, including people like Rob, have been rocking it lately, so thank you to channel members. I'll leave you with this video right here, Crypto Web3 Deeper Dive for stuff that you are interested in. Yes, algorithmically based, approved for you. Now, I'm going to go work out, so until more news breaks, you cool cats, have a great rest of your day.